If you think you've read every kind of dark romance out there, think again, because Leather Lark by Brynne Weaver doesn't just push boundaries, it dances on them. And then it smirks while doing it. Today, I'm diving into this wildly addictive, razor-sharp romance that blends danger, obsession, humor, and heat in a way that feels both reckless and strangely tender. If you love morally gray characters and tension you can practically feel through your headphones, you're going to want to stick around. Leather Lark is the second book in the Ruinous Love series by Brynne Weaver, but it can be enjoyed as a standalone if you're willing to trust the ride. No spoilers here, just the vibes, the strengths, and whether it's worth your audiobook credit. So what's the story about? At its core, this is a dark enemies-to-lovers romance between two deeply complicated people who absolutely should not work, and yet somehow do. Lark is bold, sharp, emotionally layered, a woman who refuses to be small. Leather is intense, controlled, dangerous in that quiet, deliberate way that makes you lean in closer. Their connection isn't sweet at first glance. It's charged, volatile, magnetic. This isn't a sunshine and rainbows love story. It's a collision. What makes this book so compelling, especially in audio format, is the balance. Brynne Weaver blends dark themes with witty banter and emotional vulnerability in a way that keeps the story from ever feeling heavy for the sake of shock. There's tension, yes, there's danger, but there's also surprising humor woven through the dialogue and moments of softness that sneak up on you. And that contrast, that's where the magic is. Listening to this story, you'll experience the psychology of two guarded people learning, slowly, how to trust. The push and pull of power dynamics that feel intentional, not careless. And the idea that love doesn't always arrive in safe packaging. Sometimes it arrives wrapped in leather. Now, let's talk strengths. First, the chemistry is electric. This is the kind of tension that builds in layers, glances, words, subtext. If you love slow burn intensity with explosive payoff, this delivers. Second, the character depth. These aren't flat archetypes. Leather isn't just the dark guy. Lark isn't just the bold heroine. They both have emotional histories that shape their reactions, their fears, and their desires. That complexity gives the romance weight. And third, the audiobook experience itself. Dark romance thrives in audio because tone, pacing, and vocal nuance amplify every charged moment. When performed well, the pauses, the growl in a voice, the softness in a confession, it all hits harder. This is one of those stories that feels immersive when heard. Now, no book is perfect, so here are a few honest weaknesses. If you're sensitive to darker themes, morally gray behavior, or intense power dynamics, this may not be for you. Brynne Weaver doesn't water down her characters to make them comfortable. The pacing in certain middle sections may feel a bit drawn out for readers who prefer fast-moving plot over character tension. This story prioritizes emotional build-up over constant action. And if you only enjoy light, fluffy romance, this one leans far from that lane. So who is this perfect for? It's perfect for readers who loved intense, character-driven dark romance, for listeners who crave emotional depth mixed with sharp dialogue, for anyone who enjoys enemies to lovers with high stakes and undeniable chemistry. If you like your romance a little dangerous, a little twisted, but still rooted in emotional connection, this is absolutely for you. Who should skip it? If you prefer closed-door romance, if morally gray heroes frustrate you more than fascinate you, or if you're looking for something purely lighthearted and cozy. At the end of the day, Leather Lark isn't about perfect people. It's about flawed, complex individuals choosing each other despite the darkness around them, and that makes the romance feel earned. It's intense, it's sharp, it's emotionally layered, and in audiobook form, it becomes even more immersive. If this sounds like your kind of story, I've left a link in the description where you can grab the full audiobook and experience Leather Lark's journey for yourself. If you decide to listen through that link, it helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. And if you enjoy thoughtful, honest romance reviews like this, make sure to subscribe and let me know what dark romance you'd like me to cover next. Until next time, keep turning those pages. Or better yet, keep listening.